These are your Hot Desk headlines with your host, Lewis Brackpool. It has been confirmed that the British Army spied on lockdown critics and sceptics, and not just public figures. The public itself were spied on. Official records have now proven that sceptics who are believed to have been spied on for criticising lockdowns, which include figures such as MP David Davis, Toby Young and Peter Hitchens. The bombshell report from the Daily Mail confirms what we already knew, that the 77th Brigade secretly spied on the British public who critiqued or spoke out against the government's lockdown policies. This specially set up military operative, known for information warfare as they call it, targeted members of the public, politicians, journalists and many more people who openly criticised the government's lockdown policies. Even though that the Ministry of Defence and of course the British Army and the 77th Brigaders denied repeatedly doing this. There was also an anonymous message sent in by a 77th Brigader saying, "I was serving in the British Army in March 2020 when I was seconded to 77th Brigade on the basis I would be helping root out foreign state misinformation on social media. We were told what was legally allowed, such as scraping online platforms for keywords, and what was illegal. This included repeatedly looking at named UK individuals' accounts with authorization, although some people would do that from their own accounts after their shift. We would take screenshots of tweets from people expressing dissatisfaction with the UK government's action against COVID. The project leader would then gather these screenshots and send them to the Cabinet Office. Feedback from the Cabinet Office would direct us what to look for the next day. This was then to skirt the legal difficulties of a military unit monitoring domestic dissent. The view was that unless a profile explicitly stated their real name and nationality, they could be a foreign agent and were fair game. But it is quite obvious that our activities resulted in monitoring of the UK population, the social media posts of ordinary, scared people. These posts did not contain information that was untrue or coordinated, it was simply fear." Oh dear. Looks like the so-called conspiracy theorists were right once again. So these have been your Hot Desk headlines with your host, Lewis Brackpool.